Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Dennis.
I'm Andrew.
We are the Crafty Lumberjacks. We're here on the chat here if you want to let us know where you're watching from. Today, we're really excited to get crafty with you all because we love Halloween.
As you can tell, come on, it is our favorite season. I mean, come on, it's just wonderful. And today we are making paper treat boxes using the Fiskars box maker and gifting board. This is so cool. I love this because it's really hands-on. It seems a little daunting at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is so easy. And this is such a great tool to have if you don't have a cutting machine or you don't want to be involved with technology on that side of things. This really creates wonderful things if you have a small business or if you want to, make some handmade gifts like we're making today.
Yes, and these are great. Today we're going to be going over how to use the box maker, and we're also going to be making a bow. And in our next class, we're actually joining the Michael's 12 days of card making, and we're going to be featuring how to make the envelope using the box maker. But we're making this adorable plaid origami Christmas tree card, and the best part about it is that you can actually remove the tree, and it becomes a little ornament.
How cute is that? I'm so excited for this class. We were creating it about a week ago, and we were it just like put us in the Christmas spirit. Not that we need to rush.
No,
but
you don't want to rush.
You can like two things at the same time, right?
Yeah, so shout out to Fiskars for having us, and of course, Michael's. They do these classes all the time, and we always love to see your projects. So send us a DM on Crafty Lumberjacks or use the hashtag Make It With Michaels. This way we can see all your crafty projects. And I know we have a lot of repeat visitors here that always share their creations with us, and we love to see it.
I love it too, because sometimes you think of things that we never would think of. So you'll use materials that we never thought of using, and it just amps up the project. I love that about being able to share what everyone creates. We all get inspired with each other.
Okay. Yes, you have to.
Yes.
You have to. All right, so I think we're going to dive right in. Did we cover everything? So today we're also going to be doing a giveaway. At the end of the class, we're going to be giving away one of the Fiskars gifting boards, and also a Fiskars paper cutter, which will be perfect for the card making class. So we hope you stay around to watch the whole video here. And it's only open to the people joining us now on the live.
Yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, it's not for you anymore. Sorry. And we do a giveaway every class. So if this is your first class, join us for the next one. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah, so we're going to start. I'm going to go over the gifting board tutorial with you all. We can switch cameras. We have Debbie here. Hi, Debbie, and we have Texas in the house, and we also have Maryland.
Hey, I'm from Maryland. How nice.
We love our Maryland crew.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so this is the Fiskars gifting board. It's really fun. You can make these little gift boxes again. Andrew was saying it's great for small businesses or little treat goodie boxes. We were also thinking for the holidays, kind of like an advent calendar or a 8 days of Hanukkah would be so great, or 12 days of Christmas, that you can make these little gift boxes and put whatever you want in it. And of course, we always love to embellish them all with really fun little flourishes, festive flourishes.
And this is our third class using the box maker. We've done an Easter craft, we've done a Christmas craft, and now we've done a Halloween craft. So very, very fun. I love it.
Okay, so this is the box maker. I'm going to be starting with Frankenstein's monster here. It's quite controversial because everybody calls him Frankenstein, but Frankenstein is actually the doctor. We might be testing you on this later. So, and he creates the monster. So this is actually Frankenstein's monster. But I think he also goes as Frankenstein.
Frank.
Just
sometimes
Frankie,
if you're really close,
Yes, if you have a close relationship with Frankenstein.
I love
the Fiskars box maker gifting board can do up to 12-inch boxes. And actually, this is the one we're making with Frank. So we're using a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So you don't have to cut it. We got it, Michael's, of course, in the paper aisle. Really cute.
Yeah, let me just show like this gift pack of paper that we got. It's one of these. I think it's originally for scrapbook making, but it has tons of different colors. This is great for this.
Oh, we got Miami in the house. Miami is nice, so I'll say it thrice. And then we have St. Louis. Meet me in St. Louis. We should see if we can do a song for every state. So now there's different guides here on the box maker, the gifting board, and we want to do a 12 by 12. So really we're looking at this kind of center area here, and you want to set it so that it is 12 by 12. So actually the 12 by 12 piece of paper is going to make a 4 by 4 box. So you want to start by setting your Keyport, New Jersey. Got nothing.
Oh gosh.
So you want to start by setting your guides here. So the box height and the box width to their placements. And then when you kind of move it, you see the centerpiece here going. And then it actually shows you the size of paper that you need for the box that you want to create. Again, the height is here and the width is over here. So again, we're starting with an easy one. So it's just a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, which makes a 4 by 4 box. So we have it set like that. In the gifting board, it comes with little stylus on the side of the gifting board here. You know, so you just want to pull that out to get it ready.
I love that it has a little pocket so you don't lose it.
Yes, and one tip that we always give is to make sure that you put it back the right way, because sometimes it can get stuck in there. You know, that's a user error. So you just want to make sure that when you put it in, the line is on the top there, making it easier.
A little groove, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a little groove. Shake your groove thing, shake your groove thing. Okay, so now to start, we're going to take our 12 by 12 piece of paper, and we're just going to line it up in the markings here. Oh yeah, that's helpful. So you want to make sure it's against the box width here. And then we're going to start by punching. And then you can see there's these little score lines here in the grooves. And there's 3 score lines. So you want to punch and then score your paper from the top here.
And you don't need to push down too hard with the stylus. Stylist? No, stylus, right? You don't want to push too hard because you don't want to rip the paper. You really just want to make it easy to fold.
Yeah, and actually, this is actually a little thinner paper. They have thicker cardstock, and the thicker the paper, the more you want to kind of do an indent or a groove there. So once we do our punch and our 3 markings, we're going to rotate the paper, keeping it the same direction, line it up against the box width there, punch, and then you do your 3 score lines. I love this because I feel like it is kind of magical. I feel like the first time we used this, we were like, how is this gonna freaking work?
What does this mean? And I like it too because it's repetitive. So you just kind of keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yes.
Which I find very easy to
rotate
use.
And then continue around your piece of paper. You know, obviously we're using the box maker for this today, but if you want to just get crafty and make some monster faces with us, you're welcome to.
Absolutely. Grab some cardstock or some construction paper, and you can just make the facade of a face. You can even do this on a brown paper bag if you would want, just embellishing it. If you don't have one, don't worry. You can still get crafty.
All right, so now that I have all my 4 sides done here, I'm just going to check the chat. North Carolina, California, neither does Keyport. That board is amazing. It really is amazing. So now we want to punch all the other ends that we didn't get to punch. So I usually flip over the paper and I line up with the box with marking over here. It has a little indent, so you can't go past it. And we're just going to punch the other corners.
So do you see every corner of the paper has 2 punches? And you can check your work. Oh yeah, you can really see the lines that you created in this lighting right here. That's great.
Now, before we start to fold, we're going to do the punch over here, the top left. And this is the lock punch. So they have 2 options for a lock punch. So they have this little groove thing that's actually going to lock your boxes. Or if you want to just have a clean, rounded corner, they have that as well. So usually I just do all 4 corners with the lock punch, just because that's how I roll. But you can do only 2 and then 2 other that are just the rounded punch. You know, it's all up to you. So you just take your corner of your paper there, slide it in the lock punch.
And if you're going to only do 2, you want to make sure that they're on opposite ends of the paper. So they want to be like diagonal from each other.
He did not match.
I love this little detail. Can you just
Oh yeah, sure.
Isn't that
Sorry.
so cute? I love that.
And I love this too. When we kind of make these projects, we like pop on our favorite movies, or pop on. We have a Halloween playlist that we like to listen to.
And then you can see all the
little pieces.
The little pieces come here, so it's all in one little pile, nice and clean.
So now, before we kind of put our box together, what I like to do is just kind of fold over these creases, and you can either go on the outside. This paper has two different finishes, so one is like a smooth finish, and one is kind of like a textured finish. So depending on which side you want to do, you can either fold your boxes in. I don't know if like Tiffany recommends a certain direction or whatever, but I think it doesn't really matter. You can go, either with the scoring line or against the scoring line. I guess though we want to go against it just for the right look.
I don't have a recommendation.
Yeah, I think it works like both ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's just kind of whatever side paper, if you have two, different textures like we have here, you might just want, the nicer side out.
And as you fold, you'll kind of realize if you've missed a scored line. That's happened to me before, where I'm like, oh, I forgot one part because this fold isn't folding. And all you have to do is put the paper back into the gifting board and score that line. So you don't have to start over or anything like that. It's very easy and very telling.
Yes, and actually that's why Andrew doesn't usually use the box maker or the gifting board.
Oh.
I'm typically the box maker gifting board person because Andrew will miss a mark. It's okay. We've all been there. I'm good at paying attention to details, as Meryl Streep would say.
Details are not my forte.
You can say that again. And then I'm just doing this part, and I wanted to show a little trick here. That if we're using the boning folder here, it's actually not made of boning tool. It's not actually made of real bone. It once was. It once was back in the day.
Which would be 100 years ago
for Halloween.
Yes.
And actually, we can tell you a story about our apartment here. We live in a pre-war. Oh, so my tip is, so if you don't have the boning tool, actually, maybe we can do this part of the giveaway too.
The boning tool? Sure.
Yeah, because we actually use this a lot for our paper crafts and our scrapbooking, and kind of even when we're sewing, we'll use this to tuck out corners, like on a pillow or something like that.
It's very, you can use it for a lot of different
things. But if you don't have it, my tip is to use your little scoring tool here, because you can just do this and then take this and go. Oh my God. Tip number 1. All right, but we live in a pre-war old building here in Astoria, Queens, New York. And actually our apartment used to be a dentist office.
Ooh.
And at night we hear the drill. No, I'm just kidding. But at one point, like, we were kind of like here for a while, and then we read an article that like dentists back in the day used to put teeth, like if they pulled teeth. Yeah. This is Andrew's making your face. Should I not be telling you?
No.
Okay.
They used to put the teeth in the walls. They would just store them, because I don't know if they were too lazy to throw them away, but like apparently some dentist offices will have like teeth in the walls. So bizarre.
We always wonder if we start like just kind of drilling through like a little corner here, if we'll kind of find the teeth. Oops, sorry. So sometimes when you're kind of building the box here, you might see that, and again, this could be human error or just kind of, me kind of trying to rush through this right now. Sometimes it won't lock one direction, but it will lock the other direction. So you just kind of want to let the paper talk to you. So this one is saying like, that wants to be on the bottom here. So we're going to see.
With every paper craft, no matter if you're cutting it by hand or using a cutting machine, paper really does like it. You got to listen to it. You got to listen to it.
Yes, but I mean, how freaking adorable. And it took like 2 seconds.
Cute.
I know.
Okay, do you want to make the next one, and then we'll?
Yeah, I'll do the next one. So yeah, we'll go over kind of the box maker again. So that's going to be our Frank. Then we're going to do our little pumpkin here. Where's my measurement sheet? Okay, so we're going to do a
10 by 10.
A 10 by 10.
Switch it up. Let's switch this one up.
So now you can, again, it's like you can pick your sizes here. So again, I'm just going to kind of do my box width. I actually use the paper size because I don't like things that are like 9.23, whatever. I can't do math. I'm an actor and a crafter. I don't know how to do that. I do my best that I can. So we're gonna do a 9x9. So I actually use typically the box paper size guide. So I'll just kind of line my stuff up. So if I want a 9x9, so I'm not concerned with like kind of the height or width. And actually Fiskars makes it really easy because you can just kind of take these measurements. And if you're good with math, you know, they have everything in a grid and everything lined up with all the rulers. So it really is easy to go, you know, do one of these little markings here, but I like to keep it easy.
Okay, let's keep it easy. I like that too. It's the holiday season, no doubt. We must keep it easy.
Ebenezer Scrooge said.
So you're doing 10 by 10, though, right?
Oh, 10 by 10, or you said 9x9?
10 by 10.
Oh, okay.
Let's make it a little bigger.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of line up my guide there. That looks like a little 10 by 10. Just double check over here. Very good. Is everybody ready for Halloween?
Let us know in the comments if you are dressing up or if you're doing a party or anything like that.
Oh my God, somebody said looks like a Chinese food takeout box. Yes. Surprised when I went to New York, I saw lots of rats on the street. Garbage smile.
Oh, well, you know.
They're not at the streets. They're in the bars, they're in people's houses, they're in the cars. It's all part of the charm.
They're at the Broadway show.
Yes, they get tickets to shows. They're very expensive. I don't know how they afford it. Okay, so then I'm using my Fiskars paper cutter to cut down my paper. So again, we want to start with a square or whatever size that you're doing. Typically it's a square.
You know, what I love about the Fiskars paper cutter is that it's really compact. And they actually sell different sizes, but this is something we always have like on the ready. It's not in a drawer, it's always just out because we are using this for all things, not just crafts. We use it all the time.
Yes, we'll actually be using this thing a lot for our card. And then it has a little lock here if you want to lock your blade down just to kind of keep your kids or your cats out of it.
I love that.
And then also they sell replacement blades. So if you ever feel, I mean, we have never had to get a replacement blade. Actually, it's for,
we use it a lot.
Yeah, but they do sell them if you need or if you want to kind of start fresh, whatever you want to do. All right, so again, box making, really simple here. So
still a good stocking stuffer, like a replacement blade for someone who's a collector. I think it's such a good, you know, even if you don't need it, just have like a little refresh is always nice.
Jade is celebrating her 10th wedding anniversary on Halloween.
Oh, I love that. Did you have a Halloween wedding? Like was the theme Halloween?
Okay, so now before I get started, because sometimes it can, you know, the guides can move. You just want to kind of set it up before it gets started. And even kind of as you go through, you can kind of check and just make sure you didn't tap it out of place or anything like that.
I think that's a good idea to always kind of check as you go.
So again, we're going to punch once and then score 3 times. We haven't done, usually we do like a lot of Halloween activities. This year, the month kind of got away from us.
Yeah.
But we did see a live drag queen performance of Hocus Pocus.
Yes, that was super fun.
That was so fun.
We did see Sweeney Todd on Broadway.
We saw Sweeney Todd. That was fun. I think I got to put on the AC here because I am.
It might be October, but it's hot. Jade said that her whole life is Halloween themed. I love that.
So 3 scoring lines. So I did 2. I just got to come back here and make sure that's up against there. And then my 3rd. Again, rotate and do the same. And repeat.
It's looking pretty good from what I can see. Now you should probably check your board, make sure it's still all even. Looks good.
And then we have to tap the punch the other corner. So you just turn it around and do all the additional 4 sides lining up with the marking on the side there, the box width. We're also going to show you how to make a quick bow on this, which I think is super adorable. So once you have all your scoring lines and your punches, we're going to do our lock punch. So again, just put that in nice and straight. Again, use these guides. They're going to be your friend, and that's really going to help the success of the box, because if you do it a little off, you know, it's not going to line up. This is even fun, like if you did like a 12 by 12, or sorry, 4 by 4, I always say 12 by 12, but kind of for like your mail carriers to put like little cookies in it or something for the holidays.
That's cute.
Or little treats,
or
you know.
money.
Money. I always want money. That show sounds amazing. It was amazing. They like embodied all the witches so well.
Oh yeah,
I was so impressed.
That was super fun.
And actually, we got an offer to help out with their next production in the spring. So we're like, oh my gosh.
They want us to help with like the props.
Yeah, not to like be in it, even
Which
though we
fun.
should
Which
be.
I'm
Even though we
excited.
should.
All right, so then you just want to fold on the creased lines.
Yeah. So again, because I did a 10 by 10, it is going to be a little over 2 height and then a little over 3 width, which you wanted the pumpkin like that. So.
Yeah. This is looking already so cute. And you just want to manipulate the paper a little bit as you go. As you can see,
Yeah,
Dennis,
sorry.
there's just
Kind of
no
rushing and sweating like that. We've been watching a lot of horror films and Halloween films. We actually just started Goosebumps.
Goosebumps is super fun.
Which
if
is
you
really
have
good.
teens, I think it's like
I'm
great.
sorry, I'm like wrinkling this like crazy. Sorry.
It's just because you're feeling like a little rushed. It's
Yes,
okay.
yes. I need that board, you know, Megan, like we said, we're going to give this away at the end of the class. So, and usually what we do is we ask you to DM us your message. We'll ask a trivia question, and then we ask you to send us your answer via email or through DMs.
Yes, and it's a really simple trivia question. You do not need to know it by heart. It's not Jeopardy. You can Google it. It's A-okay if you do that. Oh my gosh, how cute is that?
So you can tell, see, I didn't pre-fold well, so it's like a little pinchy pinch.
You know, you did it wrong so we could see it.
Well, it's not wrong.
No, I know. I mean, like, you didn't fold there, so very cute. All right, should I start embellishing so it's not just watching this?
Sure, yes, because this is taking too long.
You know. All right, so we're going to start with Frankenstein's monster. And, you know, what I love about these boxes are they're really just a blank canvas for whatever you want to do. So you could follow this along, or you could just not at all, you know?
Yes, do it your own way.
So what I'm going to start with, I'm going to go from, I guess, top to bottom. I'm going to start, or actually, no, you know what? I always like to start with the eyes. I think the eyes are
The
kind
window.
of everything. Do you know where those little punches are?
Right in front of you there.
Oh, of course, right in front of me. Okay, so what I'm going to be using is this Fiskars Circle Punch, and this is a punch from the confetti pack. I love the confetti pack. It comes with, I think, 4 different punches, and they are all different shapes, and I feel like I use them for confetti, for table scatter, for also just so much.
Or like a card. If we're sending cards, we'll do confetti. We're one of those people.
Oh my god.
So when they open, they make a mess.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
And then let's see. So what I'm going to start with, 2 different colored eyes. I think that's kind of the trick. Like when you're working with paper, layering on different colors, to me, is what gives it a really high-end look. So I'm going to start with the purple. And I love this. You can see, actually, this is the same piece I used. I love this. I love punches because you can just do it on the edge and you can save a lot of paper that way. And I know Tiffany is adding the links for these projects into the chat. So if you're interested, you can check them out. And my tip is I like to flip the punch over so I can see. That way you can kind of see I'm lining it up correctly. I'm not going over this punch area I already did. I can line it up and just punch it out. I also love Fiskars punches because they have these little guards, so it snaps right in place. And if you're punching a lot, they don't scatter everywhere. You can keep them and then collect them when you're all done. So we're gonna have 2 purple eyes and then 2 white. Now for the white, I'm actually using the cardstock we're using, which is like a glittery cardstock. I'm just using the other side. So I'm gonna do 2 punches of those.
Connie, I think you've used the box maker before, but you got the hang of it, right? Yes. Yeah, you practiced early.
All right, so we have those, and then I'm going to take the confetti punch, and I'm going to use.
Tina said, "Awesome tip to turn over the punch so I can see where it will punch."
Oh, I love that you like that tip, and I'm going to do it twice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue everything together. Now, what you can do for glue, you can use a glue stick. You can use, I'm using a glue pen. You can find these at Michael's. I really like these. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue, and I want them to be a little offset, as you can see here. So I'm going to take my glue pen, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I feel like for these crafts, a little bit of glue goes a long way. And I'm just going to off-center it a little bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here on this side. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. So you can do it exactly how I'm doing it, or you can do it your own way and maybe even make something even cuter. So then I'm taking the biggest out of the 2 punches I did. You can see they come in all different circle sizes. That's why I love this. So it's so clever. So I'm using the 2. Now, if you don't have one of these at the moment, you could use a hole punch and do it that way. That would be totally fine. And now I'm going to add the little pupil towards the top, because you can see we're going to cut a little bit to almost give it like a furrowed brow. So I'm going to add these close to the top up here.
This is kind of what Andrew taught me about, like the eyes, just kind of like the layering and kind of adding the people in these different kind of pieces.
Yes.
Really helps it come alive rather than just having like
2
one
dots.
piece. Yes.
Yes. Now,
it really gives it kind of more dimension, more whimsy.
Yeah,
yes,
more whimsy. It gives it a cartoon look. You already look at these and I feel like it almost looks like a Muppet.
Yes.
It's very cute. Now, to even top it off, I'm going to use a paint pen. And I'm going to just give it a little gleam in the eye. That's just a little dot of white. Dude. Now, if you don't have a paint pen, you could also use the little baby one.
Oh, and do a little white one. Yes, that's cute.
So now I'm going to take my scissors. I do want these to be dry. I'm going to just hope it works. But I'm going to cut directly across right here. It just helps give it like that monster look, doesn't it? When I was doing this, I tried like 6 eyes. Dennis will attest to that. I kept like being like, wait, do I want it like this or do I want it like that? And I just thought these were so charming when I saw them. Because I feel like Frankenstein's monster is just, he looks grumpy, but he's not. Right?
No, he's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart. He just wants to be loved.
All right. And I'm going to say placement is everything. We're going to do these straight across, but take a look at eyes. Like if I do them like this, angry. If I do it like this, sad. I make myself laugh. Sorry.
Let me see him hungry.
Is that you right now?
Yes. Always.
All right. So I'm going to now start. I'm just going to start gluing because I do think eye placement is everything. Again, I'm thinking maybe in the middle of the box itself, just so it looks, I really do want it to look like he has a big forehead. It kind of looks like that, I would say. So I'm just going to take my, actually, you know what, for this, because I want it to dry quickly and we're here and we're on a time constraint, I'm going to be using a glue gun for this part. But a glue pen or a glue stick would work just fine. Or you could use a glue gun. Does anyone else have a plethora of glue everywhere? I feel like we just have so many different types of glues. It's kind of like our Fiskars Scissors. We just have a ton. All right, so there we go. I mean, how stinking cute is this? So now I'm going to do the hair. The hair is going to be really quickly. As you can see, it's just a little chevron, a little spikiness. So what you could do is you could measure it and use the Fiskars paper cutter. But since I'm on a time restraint, I'm just going to do it quickly, and I'm just going to cut across. Let's make sure it lines up. And here we go. Now, what I love about Halloween crafting is even if you think you're not a crafter, if you're like, I'm not very great at creating details that look clean, Halloween is your season, baby. Because if your stuff looks sloppy, just call it creepy. That's all you have to do.
Yes, you can get away with a lot.
I know, I love that.
For Halloween.
We're throwing a Halloween party and Dennis is like, did you dust? Did you dust? And I'm like, no.
He's like, we'll say we added the dust.
Yeah, we added the dust. That's fun.
Yes, to keep it creepy. I'm like, we have to clean.
We'll see about that. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna glue.
Seems like every time I reach for super glue, it's dried up empty.
Oh my gosh,
that's the worst.
That is very relatable. All right, already looking so cute. Now, I just have to trim this. That's why the paper cutter would come in handy. There we go. So cute. Okay, so now we're just gonna take a little bit of black. I was really like back and forth with the mouth. I even think it doesn't even need a mouth, but I thought a little mouth would be cute. So I literally just did a squiggly line. So I'm just taking my paper and I'm just.
It almost looks like a little eel or something.
Oh.
Or like a piece of seaweed.
Oh my gosh. So he's like eating sushi.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like
a worm.
A worm, yes. Okay, let's see. That mouth was a little too drastic. Again, I feel like when I make these things, I feel like they have their own feelings. Or they have like their own, like, I feel like they embody who I'm thinking, right?
They really do that. And even like we are sharing a video of our Halloween tree today.
Oh, that's so cute.
Did you schedule that, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay. So we're going to share a video of our Halloween tree, and kind of as we're making all our little creations and stuff, we kind of start to give them names because they do take on this persona, as we're making them.
Absolutely.
Very cute.
So I'm gonna call this one Timothy.
Oh, Timmy.
All right, and then of course I'm just gonna add a little scar, and actually I'm gonna add one down here too. I mean, come on. No, we just have one.
Okay, I'll use the gold. Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah, use the gold.
Okay, and then for his little bolts, that's so cute. We're going to be using these little glittery pipe cleaners. So cute. We always have pipe cleaners on hand in our home here. And I'm just going to kind of manipulate it to make it look like a little bolt. Just to stick it in the side of the box. So there's really no special way to doing this. I just kind of twist and wrap and twist and wrap. Oh, I grabbed a tack. Oh, you got one?
I got one. I like these. I like the bolts because I think there's a lot of different things you could do with them. You could use paper to make them. You could use pipe cleaners. You could even use
like a little cork.
Yeah, like a little cork. If you cut a wine cork in half and hot glue, like painted it and hot glued it.
Were you gonna say cork or were you gonna say something else?
I was actually thinking cork. I think because we talked about it.
Oh, okay. So they almost look like little trees, kind of. And then to get them in the side of the box, we're just going to take a little tack. You could take kind of a little nail or something, and I'm just going to poke a hole in the box.
We found that a tack worked best because we
a push pin would work too. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Just doing like that is so cute.
Oh my gosh. And now I'm embarrassed that we didn't think of that.
And then I'm just going to pop these in here. carefully.
Yeah, nice and carefully.
And this is so cute. I feel like of all to do this as an activity for like a Halloween party or with your kids, or if you're giving this to a family member or a relative, I think these are so adorable. Or even if you're not even giving them, just adding them to your Halloween decor, I think they're so cute.
I agree, and I feel like this is, you could make these boxes in advance and then have like your kids embellish them. You know, instead of painting pumpkins, why not embellish little cute gift boxes, and they could put treats in them later for themselves.
Or like for their school party.
Yeah.
I mean, hello. Oops, sorry.
You know what's really great too? If the bolts aren't sticking in, you could just add a little bit of hot.
Yeah, of course.
I love it. A little bling. I actually like the gold. I think that's adorable.
It's alive.
He doesn't say that.
I know. I was saying it because I'm the creator.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me.
How dare you?
Let me do this pumpkin and then we'll finish with the bat.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to do this pumpkin very quickly. So we have our cute little box here. And then I'm just going to punch out 2 eyes for each eye because I'm going to do the layered effect. So I'm going to be using the sparkle paper. I'm going to be using the white again from the back and then the sparkle on the front. And all I'm going to do is use my own trick and flip it over and punch, 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 and use this handy little trap door they have. And now I'm just going to glue these. Again, a little bit offset, just so you have that white peeking through. It's really going to give your little pumpkin some life. Go. Oh, I almost did it the wrong way. How embarrassing. There we go. So how cute are those? And then I'm going to just cut out a nose and a mouth because, you know, it's a jack-o'-lantern. I'm not really reinventing the wheel here. That's kind of what I love about Halloween. There's so many different ways to celebrate. You can do it classically. You can do it really scary. You can do it cute. There's so many different ways to do it. I like vintage, classic, personally, but...
Yeah, actually, last year for Fiskars and Michaels, we made a really adorable vintage pumpkin pail. You can go back; that's on our blog, and of course on Michaels' YouTube channel.
That was so.
It was really cute. We just turned like a faux pumpkin into like a vintagey looking
right
pumpkin pail. Oh yes, here he is.
Because we bring him out now. He was a keeper.
I was wondering. I'm like, where is it? Let me show this baby off. But how cute. This we made last year for the Halloween class.
I love this.
Isn't that adorable?
That was really cute. We used the Fiskars craft blade for that, which is another staple of ours. We use that all the time. If you need a craft blade, Fiskars is absolutely the best.
And plus they have like different sizes and different...
I was going to say what I love about it is it's really comfortable to use. If you are cutting a lot of stuff, it can get really, really, your hand can really start to like cramp, yeah.
Debbie L said, nice pumpkin.
Thank ya. All right, now when you are layering them, you just want to make sure that the layers are going the same direction. I'm actually going to even make this one a little bit like this. Is that weird?
I put the tacks away, but...
Oh, that's okay.
You just don't want Teddy to...
Yeah. Now I'm going to do this little...
So cute.
I mean, and in just a couple of minutes, we embellish this. How cute is this? Adorable. I'm going to finish it off, or not finish it off, but I'm going to now add some little ridges. I think a little, even just like a little sloppily looks really cute. Like, how cute is that? And I like to go all the way around. Oops.
Yes, and you're not even like being careful.
No, to me it adds to the charm.
Right, if it's just all like a hodgepodge.
Yeah, I just think that's so cute. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's a square box.
So cute.
How
And then we're actually
cute.
using the pipe cleaners again to give them a little stem.
Yes, a little curly Q stem. Dennis put away the
I
tack,
put away the
but
tack, sorry.
No,
'cause I
that's
got worried
okay.
with Teddy.
That's our cat, Teddy, if you haven't been here before. I'm gonna actually use the stylus, which actually worked really,
Yes,
really
and
well.
then I just like to give it a little like twirl around my finger just to kind of give it a little woo.
Wow, I thought I was gonna twirl it today.
Oh, sure.
No,
sure,
no,
you
no, I'm
can
just
twirl
kidding.
that side.
I mean, the twirling is the fun part, isn't it?
Where's the treats? We are the treats.
Let's make a box that can fit us. I mean, come on.
So
How cute are these?
cute.
How cute are these? I love these, and they were so easy to make. Okay,
All right,
we have
let's
time
just
to
do
make
the
the bat.
bat. Yes, okay, our little cute little bat. He is the cutest little one, I think.
He's my favorite. I have to say, actually, this paper we're using for the bat is my favorite paper to use. This is a nice thick cardstock. I think it holds the box shape really, really well. So it's my favorite.
So the bat is going to be 6.5 by 6.5. Is the size of the paper.
So you're gonna want to cut the paper.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, you can check it first. You can check it.
Yeah, no, I'll cut it. Where's the here?
We're going a little batty, everybody.
Literally.
Time is flying by.
Hey, singer.
I'm here all night.
Yeah.
Actually, we only have about 15 minutes.
Okay, so the 6.5 mark is here. So again, you want to start with a square. Yeah. I might have to just double check that because I don't know if I. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. What is it? Measure twice, cut once. Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay, so 6.5. So I'm gonna use this. So actually, that score line is there. This comes out just a little bit. Okay, same deal here. So line it up. We're gonna punch once and then score 3 times. Yes, this is a nice thick cardstock. I like this one.
Yes, and this cardstock is actually called craft board, right? Craft board? Yes.
Oh, sorry. Russian. Oops. There is actually a Bat Boy musical.
From the tabloid about Bat Boy.
Yes, the one who lived like in the cage many miles in the south.
And
And it's actually a really great musical. Really fun. Not a lot of people do it, which is unfortunate.
But it's fun and Halloweeny. And
Yes.
it's not really even Halloweeny, but it's just, you know.
What do you have against bat people, Andrew?
I just mean it doesn't take place around Halloween, guys. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and then we have to punch again on the opposite side. And then, of course, we have to do our lock punch over here. So just make sure it's in there really well. Line it up, punch down.
Okay, we're tight on time. So while you're folding this, can I be making the stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
I'm
So
gonna be using-
here's our inspiration. How cute is this little one? Now I'm going to be using our purple paper and our confetti
confetti.
punch. And again, I just go around the edges. When I'm done with this, I'll just take the paper cutter and cut this off, and you have a perfect square that doesn't have any punches on the edges. Now these are for the eyes. I'm going to stay for later. We're not.
We still have a good amount of time.
All right. Because I know you wanted to make a bow.
Oh yes, I want to show the bow because the bow is so
Yeah.
cute. Who could we give a bow to? Frankenstein?
Oh my gosh, I think Frankenstein would be cute with a bow or the bat.
Okay, we can do a really tiny bow.
Okay, and then I'm going to take the scissors and I'm going to do a half a circle for the mouth. Or I guess it's like a crescent. And then I'm going to use, actually, I'll do this after. I'll do the paint pen once it's on because it's a little tight. Now for the wings.
I mean, if our friend Jade is still here, your partner could have proposed with this little back box. It would have been perfect for your Halloween wedding.
Back box.
Ring in the back box.
I love that. That is so cute. Okay, let's see. So now I'm going to take this paper. I just cut it down with the Fiskars scissors, and I'm going to fold it in half because, you know, I want the wings to be equal. Now, when doing this, I haven't done this in a while because we created this about a month ago. I'm going to do my wings almost like a half a circle, like this. It's actually not half a circle. That's a quarter of a circle. Excuse me. How embarrassing. And then I have my two pieces still together. I'm going to just create a couple of arches, almost like the letter M. One, two. So cute. And then the trick to getting these on, this actually looks a little big. So since it looks a little big, excuse me, I'm just going to put them back together and I'm going to cut from the top. There we go. And now the trick is I'm going to fold each one just like that. So when I glue it onto the box, it has something to glue to. I'm not trying to just glue it to the edge. All right, Dennis, do you want to be making the bow and I'll glue these on? I don't think people need to watch me glue stuff on.
I'm just trying to look at what
okay, well then I'll glue this on. All right, so I'm going to glue this here. And you know what? When I'm adding it to the box, I'm noticing that it peeks out a little bit. Just cut it off. There we go. I cut it off in a diagonal line. Now there's no white part there, which is great. Where did I put the glue?
Right here.
So I like to add a little bit of here. And then I'm just going to glue it just like that. I mean, come on, he's just so cute already. All right.
Okay, so with the gifting board, you can also do bows. Really simple to make. Each gifting board comes just with little size chart here. So this is the envelope size guide, and then also the bow guide. So the bow guide is on the bottom here. So just kind of lines up whatever bow you want to make. And we kind of discovered in a class before that you can make different sizes. This is just kind of like the size that they, you know, recommend.
Standard,
yeah, the standard. So we're gonna do let's see. So it says this is the bow guide. So we're gonna do 1.5 by 10 is the piece of paper that we need to do. I'm gonna do a purple bow.
I love a purple bow.
1.5 by 10.
Let me get that glue. There we go.
So again, using my paper cutter, just cutting 1.5 piece of paper. Is that too large? Or I guess it could just be a big
No,
bow.
it's fine.
Wait, let me see. Where's the bow? Let me do 1 by 10. 1 by 10.
Okay.
So maybe this could be a bow for Frankenstein.
Love it.
So we're just gonna cut a strip 1 by 10 using the bow guide there. Okay, it's been a while since I've done a bow, so bear with me. I'm doing this off of memory. But again, like the board is so easy that you can kind of just, it kind of talks you through it.
I kind of love that you're just doing this on the fly and we're going to see how it
I don't love it, but I think it's gonna work. So now here we have the guide here. So we have 1 by 10, and then it says here the ruler position. So you want to do ruler position number 2, and then the second ruler position is number 5, and that's where we're gonna add our punches. So I'm gonna set this up with the ruler here. So you just push it up against the wall here, and you're gonna punch at ruler position number 2 on both sides. This is pretty freaking cute. And then it said ruler position number 5. So we're going to do the same thing. So I did 2 on the end there, 2 on the end there. And then we're going to do the same thing, lining it up at 5. Punch in the center there and punch in the center. Then we want to add our tail. So then you kind of have, there's more additional like dotted lines there. That's where you kind of pop in the bow. So you just line it up in the center there. And this is going to give you a little cute edge. I mean, you can already see it. It's so cute. I can't believe I'm remembering this.
You know, it's one of those things that just comes right back. And the gifting board really does walk you through it step by step.
Yeah, now let's see this part. So, yes. Okay, so then we're just going to fold it together here. And we could add a little glue in the center. And I mean, how freaking cute is that? And we can open this up a little. And then if you put a little accoutrement in the center, like a little bell or a little bat or something, would be so cute.
Oh my gosh, that would be adorable.
I just added a little hot glue there. Pinch it together carefully.
I mean, that is so cute. I want, is this too big if I were to do a punch in there?
No.
Is that too big of a punch? It's a little
That's
big,
a big
but
punch. That's a big punch.
that's a big punch, but something in there would be so cute.
Adorable. And then we could add him to our little Frank box. And he could have a little bow tie.
Oh, I love that. Or one of these bats could have it on the top.
Oh yeah, so cute to add it to the
I love
box.
the top. I mean, come on.
Let's add it.
That is adorable. So you'd want to just glue it to like one of those pieces. There. Oh my gosh. Now I'm like, oh, I wish I had taken the pictures with that little bow on it. It's just adorable. Like, how cute are all of these that we just
All right,
made?
it's about time. It's about time. We can bring this up. Let's do our trivia question.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you all so much for crafting along with us. Connie, we want to see your creations. Did you finish? Oh my gosh, Connie. Oh, so
Connie.
cute. Yes.
Those
I love
look
them. They
so
look amazing.
good. Oh, and that smile on your face. I can tell you had fun. Yes. I know Halloween crafting gives me like the happy dance always.
All right. So for our giveaway, yeah, so adorable, wonderful presentation. Way to go, Connie. Love the heart bow. All right. So our trivia question, we're going to ask a question. Please DM us your answers across social media at Crafty Lumberjacks, or you can email us your answers craftylumberjacks@gmail.com. We usually gather up all the names, then we pick at random a winner, then we'll reach out again to get your address, and then Fiskars will send you your prize. Today we're giving away the paper cutter, the boning tool, and the gifting board, which will be really handy for our next class. And the question that we're asking today is...
Okay, what was the first science fiction book ever written?
What was the first
science fiction book ever written? You can Google it. You can do whatever you want. You can take a guess. Even if you guess wrong, you're still put in to the giveaway, just so you know. Yeah,
we had so much fun today. We hope you have a happy and safe Halloween, and we hope to see you at our next class for the card making class. And have a great day.
Happy Halloween.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.